Right, we're as live as we can be. AE did his job properly. We're unmuted. We're live in the game. Loveness is coming out south as Wehrmacht. And this isn't just any old player's Wehrmacht. This is Loveness Wehrmacht, one of the greatest faction man combos in the game. Although he says he likes Soviets more.
He does, but he's so good with both of these original OG factions that it doesn't really matter which one he's playing. You know it's going to be a formidable experience to go up against.
Thank you, Flyerton. I will update the score. Flyerton's a beautiful man who's supported the Master League a lot himself. And we are updating the score, of course, with Loveness being 1-0 up. Let's go over to Elpern Town, Sweden, and let's see what he's up to.
Yeah, he's putting up some barbed wire early on this cutoff. Doesn't want to get taken out of position early on.
He does not. And he's pondering fourth with double combat engineer start into conscript. Interesting. Yeah. And the barbed wire has finished.
He's prioritising wiring off all this heavy cover over capping the fuel.
Pioneers making the fuel safe. MG42 pushes forward. Meanwhile, over here we've got the combat engineers just stopping the tractor being accessible while they were. And now the Grenadiers have one or two things to say about that.
Yeah, he's interesting that he's deciding to do this wiring off things, thinking about the long game rather than getting that fuel in early.
I mean, will Elpern look back on this and remember some of his greatest victories where he just went crazy and was able to upset the dynamics? Will he look back on it and just wish he hadn't tried to be a meta-orientated player?
Yeah, I mean, I think thinking back to that game where he went mobile defense and just overwhelmed Loveness and won a fantastic won a fantastic game. Let's hope he does some crazy stuff again this time.
Combat engineers versus the MG here. The Pioneers pushing as well. And the Grens, they're having a sausage party of their own. Very unlike the one we just had at GCS3. And yeah, if anybody's going to the beer fridge at any time, don't have to rush. Just please get me a red Carlsberg. That would be lovely because we are entering the very. Oh, somebody's actually doing it ASAP. Thank you very much, Pompey. This is a nice service.
Yeah.
Take advantage of this, mate. Yeah. It's cracking.
Can anyone bring me a winning lottery ticket, please?
Can anybody get back the bits of my hairline that used to exist? Right. Pioneer pushes forward. He thinks about it. He's just spotted something with his mega eyes.
Mega eyes. A mega eye.
Indeed.
Shout out to Johnny Depp there.
Right, in the west, Grens go fourth into conscript Sandbag Town.
Elpern being a bit more reserved this time, sitting in heavy cover, preparing for Loveness assault.
Thank you so much, Pompey.
Just a slow start to this game right now. Back and forth, but we are going to see a double cap for Loveness. But otherwise, completely even.
So far, at least. Combat engineers going east. We do have the flamethrower combat engineers currently capturing the fuel and putting some more barbed wire down.
I haven't seen this mountain barbed wire for a long time.
No, indeed. Right then, we got plenty of people saying very funny things in chat. I do usually try and look at chat more, but I'm also trying in this time to listen to some of the peripheral engagements behind us because we have some of the best players in the world whispering to each other, saying very insightful things. It's quite intriguing. I try and catch it when I can. Not you, Zany. Not you, Zany. Right, rifle nade takes out combat. He's got a good retreat path, though. He's going a long way. Can the Car 98Ks pick him up? They've got him in their sights, but a fence blocks it. He should be fine.
Wolfier's got Elpern's back today. Place that fence specifically for him.
Orange Best said, looker. Right, here we go. We've got an MG watching on Grens, push forward. Conscripts have finished getting the fuel, but I tell you what, they've been camped over here and they've had the cut-off taken. That's not a good look
painful
for Elpern, I've got to say.
Yeah, it's real painful. I mean, he's got a lot of fuel in the bank, he's got a lot of manpower, but he needs that. Well, he's probably waiting for the second CP so he can make some decisions, but right now he's in a bit of a situation.
Certainly is 2-2-2 soon to be on the field, and that's going to be a right on time 2-2-2. I'm talking 5 minutes and 20 seconds. I believe that's super optimal. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, it's coming out way sooner than a lot of other players have managed to get it out. I mean,
5:17. That's optimal.
yeah.
That is absolutely tragic. The most popular commander. We had Commander Terminator, we had Commander Bands, indeed, but God, Motor Coordination Tactics still got through the net.
Yeah, made its way through. I wonder what the players were thinking when they didn't ban this commander. And it's definitely one of the best. And it's already won game 1. So let's see if it wins game 2, and if I mean, we won't see it beyond that now because both players will have played it once. But for this early game, it'll be interesting to see.
Grenz getting behind cover. Well, this guy didn't. He's now possibly going to die. He should have stayed with his friends. What was he thinking? He's got 6 Russians shooting him in the face. He's still there. He's late to retreat. Will he survive? What a lucky German. Meanwhile, conscripts pushed away in the north. Love Nest is getting aggressive. MG is pushing in. And he's also taking the fuel. Oh dear, Mr. Alpern. You're 1-0 down, and game 2 isn't going too well either. But he does have the Asilda-mobile coming out. And we call it that because he popularised the reuse of this. It did used to be popular way back in the day when,
Way back in the day. I mean, I think one of the reasons this unit is so useful is because it gives you the field presence of a T-70, but it costs a lot less. It's not quite as killy, if that's a term I can use.
It is.
But it's still very, very effective at manoeuvring around the enemy positions.
Soft retreat by Love Nest before the hard retreat. This guy knows how to run
Firing
away.
a rifle grenade, actually.
I tell you what, he's got a terrible retreat path now. Rifle nade did hurt the conscript, but he's now got to suffer for his crimes because the M5 is upgraded. There it is. There's the crowd mower, as the voice line in the game calls it. He's going for the Gren now. He's going to focus fire it, and he dies. Good work for Alpern. 222 gets some shots in.
Holding his nerve there really paid off.
Certainly did. And Love Nest, there's a mine he has to be careful about. He does have a sweeper, so he's seen it. That's why it's very opaque. So he does have to be careful about it at all. 222's going to destroy it, in fact.
Yeah, it gives a little bit of cover there as well, so later on that might be used. Yeah, we're going to see a triple cap in favour of Love Nest now. Dangerous position to be in. So he's rebuilding that Grenadier. Will slow down some other unit like a second MG or a pack gun. But without a T-70 on the field, I think he's got a little bit of room to... a little bit of time. Oh no, he does have a pack gun now, sorry. So yeah, he can... rest assured that he can get this third gun out of him.
Oh, M5 pushing in, but the pack finds him. He's going to follow up with a follow-up shot. It's an easy shot, surely. He's got vision with the 222, but he misses barely. Roughly a 1 in 3 chance, but the 222 doesn't need it. It, however, gets grenaded there, and there's more cavalry coming in. The 222, having gotten a great kill, might now become a kill of its very own making.
I mean, I still think that's a good trade, though, because it's similar in cost, but you also have to pay the munitions to upgrade that unit, and getting a 222 again isn't so expensive.
You have to weigh that against the AT grenade cost, though.
Yeah, that's true.
That genuinely looks like an amazing trade. But is it? Because as you say, fuel cost is the same, and he just cost 2 grenades worth of munitions to kill it. So it's one of those things. It looks amazing. Yeah. Most players would say it was, but actually, if you inspect the stats, it's good, but it's not like crazy. They've kind of equalised each other a little bit.
I think Love Nest is now getting a second MG, just a little bit quietly in case they can hear us, but
they can't.
They can't. Okay,
Only at AE volumes can they ever use. Don't worry.
But yeah, so we'll see if he decides to rebuild that later on for the vision and the manoeuvrability. But we've got some guards out now for see how he utilises those. He needs to get some DP machine guns on those bad boys.
Yeah, well, as always, get the Vets 3 rolling in. Alright, this mine was planted, but it's going to be swept very easily. Meanwhile, the pack's going to fire upon the sandbag. I'm going to say a sandbag, which is more of a sandbag bap.
Yeah.
It's like concealed.
You certainly wouldn't want to eat it, that's for sure.
No.
I think maybe Elpen's being a little bit obvious with the mines. They're going in the same positions where Love Nest is kind of expecting them now. I think maybe it's time to switch them up and start planting mines in weird positions.
One thing people take... Love Nest isn't the best at movement. He's good at movement. He's the best at standing still. He's really good at it, especially with tanks and all sorts.
He's a good calculated player. He knows what he's doing. He's doing it for a reason.
Here come the conscripts. Can they cause some work here? He's going into a meat grinder. That's not a good attritional situation. He does, of course, have Molotovs. Will the grenades split in time?
One of them will.
Yeah, I tell you what, he didn't suffer a single casualty there.
Yeah, very, very high attrition for Alpen here, and he doesn't have the manpower to spare at the moment. He's instead going to try and get a unit which can deal some damage without taking return fire.
No, it can't. We've tried to nerf it in many, many ways. It's down to 4 men. It costs more and it does less damage, but still an ever-popular unit. And that boom, the first boom, is worth many more because that signals many more to come, Findeed.
It does. It's a psychological weapon, just like a sniper, but this time from very, very far away.
Harder to use than a sniper. You have to micro it way more. Sometimes you have to click it and sometimes issue it commands.
Yeah, it can't retreat either now, which is one of the changes we made.
Yeah.
So you've got to backpedal it like you do a pack howitzer.
So I think it increases your APM roughly 4 per hour. Is APH a calculation? APH.
APH, yeah.
Right. Love Nest is dominating. If you're a fan of the underdog story, some of those amazing tales we've told in tournaments before, this is a sea of red, and it's a sea of dread for any Swedish fans out there wanting Alpen to succeed today.
Certainly is. Alpen's lost the first game so far, so he's going to be looking to get back into this best of 5. Hopefully with a Soviet win on this map, which is apparently quite favoured for Soviets.
Certainly is. Smoke being utilised by the 120mm. No Zis guns yet. Let's check out Love Nest thinking about the Panzer IV. He's got Battle Phase 2 upgraded. He now needs to, of course, build support armour core, and then we'll be seeing the Panzer IV very soon.
Yeah, a little way off on fuel, but it looks like he's going to be there a lot faster than Alpen's T-34-85 if he goes for it, of course.
Oh, that was a hasty retreat, and he needed it. One Gren stayed behind and died for his troubles.
But you can see how on it Love Nest is, that he's hearing that mortar go off and deciding to retreat early, not risking the wipe.
MG's pushed away. LMG comes in to protect him. Let's see just how on it he looks.
That face of concentration you can see right there.
Very much so indeed. MG Grenadier causing the damage. MG's getting some health damage now. Will the 120mm mortar ferry Alpen back into this series?
It's certainly got potential to. Yeah, that and this. Oh no. An easy dodge there for Love Nest then.
He dodged it whilst the wind-up animation was still going. Shows you we've got very good ping. We've got very good server access today. We had a router reset at the start of the day, and the players are in good conditions to prove who the best is.
Yeah, first MG retreat forced by the mortar. I mean, this is the thing, as the game goes on and you've got more things to micro, that mortar will just carry on battering away at your forces, leaving you in a dangerous situation if you don't have enough to repel the assaults. And that's where Alpen does really well, is when things are getting a bit tight and he's there with his micro.
Right, he's near to the point of getting a T-34-76, it would seem. He's very close to 90 fuel, which is kind of, well, it's not surprising because it's not like he's been losing out on fuel. It's been losing out on attrition and kills. He's barely killed anything. Yeah. 23 kills only at this point.
Yeah, it's a similar situation to last game, but only this time Love Nest doesn't have a sniper, so it's probably even more painful.
Findeed, to correct you, he doesn't have a sniper yet.
That's true.
He could get one very soon. And yeah, we have had a wiped grade at one point. That's right, HT. But and the Zis guns coming out. We know how Alpen and many players use them to get themselves a stake in the game.
Yeah, they certainly do. Love Nest is just floating up around 700 manpower just then, but he's just queued up 2 units.
You often cast very biasedly from the... Oh! There's a boom. It sounded much worse than it was from the southern player's perspective because, of course, the camera is from that angle.
It certainly is, and neither of these players rotating the camera will make it very similar if we try to... yeah.
You drank the Kool-Aid on that theory.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
I've become a camera rotator myself. Shame on me.
No, not shame on you. Welcome to the Church of Scientology. Hey. Right, okay. Right, Pioneers win the battle there. They sweep a mine as well, not too shabby.
Love Nest has been great on sweeping these mines, I have to say. Despite the fact he's only got the one Minesweeper. Go on, AE, give us an intro.
Give you an intro. We've got a German mechanized doctrine. That deserves an intro. Lovenest vanquished Jove. He vanquished Talisman in many games with this very commander. It's basically a binoculars. He gets a telescope of binoculars. He can see you coming for miles and miles. And he can really do some work. We've recently, by the way, had the Pioneers go up north and try and push away the 120mm mortar.
Yeah, got a slow burn, and it looks like Lovenest is planning on making it a slower burn as he decides that he's going to go for a less aggressive doctrine here, but one that has one of the most powerful units or abilities in the game. It's that spotting scopes. Often this doctrine gets picked, and it's the only ability that gets used, those spotting scopes, so we're good to see how he utilises it.
Conscripts forced off there. We do have another squad working in the west. Grenz peel away for now. Meanwhile, Pack and MG, a common sight in the centre with no support weapons from Alpern to solidify himself in that front. And here we go. We've got the 85mm T-34. Alpern is not done yet by a long stretch.
No, he's not, and this is a great opportunity for him to come back into the game. He's lacking some AT guns, and against Lovenest's double AT gun, I must say, he's in a tricky spot, but he's still got some fight left in him.
I don't like the look of that. Yep, straight into the Pax, I heard Orange Pest say, and he's damn right. The Pack 40 is ready and waiting, and the Grenz could die. T-34 goes stationary, but misses. He didn't get much of a damage from the Pack, though. That one hurts. That one hurts a lot more.
Yeah, double shot on the unit for the first 10 seconds it's in. It's not a great start for it, but missing that wipe was a bit painful.
You know why that's really bad, especially bad? Because the Pack is nearly Veterancy 1 so soon.
Yeah, you need to get those Veterancy on those packs. This could be dangerous, those could be painful. Need those vetted engineers for repair.
Go for one more shot, I feel it. He missed again, very lucky to survive there. Meanwhile, I think we just had a... Oh, that would have been 120mm water shaking the camera. Makes me think of mines when I haven't got my headset on, because it just shakes the camera every time.
Yeah, we're seeing Lovenest play pretty safe here with the double AT guns and Panzer IV. He doesn't want to get overrun by those T-34s.
What needs to happen in this community is someone needs to find Quinn Duffy in 2012 talking about the 120mm mortar as his favourite unit in Co2 early alpha. Said, oh man, it just really shakes you. And it really does. It shakes many of us. It's still happening now. It's 2022, 10 years later after Quinn Duffy talked about the 120mm with what was going to happen. It's finally come to fruition.
Yeah, there's a long torrid history of Co2. Many years of terrible design decisions coming to the forefront.
Right, here we go. We've got the Pack. Panzer IV doing some work on the guards. He picks up the pinata candy and runs back to home. Fine and dandy.
Fine and dandy, yeah. 7 kills on the P4 so far. Pretty good start for the tank. Got those spotting scopes on it as well. Alpern down to 250 VPs against Lovenest's 412. Not a great start here.
Back over to the east side of the map to see the Packs are positioning in anticipation. They're setting a trap. They've got the MG, they've got the Gren. They expect something to arrive soon and to take it out. Meanwhile, Panzer IV just creating noise in the middle whilst the Ziscon positions from behind smoke with conscripts pushing through said smoke.
Yeah, P4 a little bit damaged here. Probably could do with some repairs, but with only one quite well. Just as I say that, Lovenest is getting a second Pioneer here to speed up the repairs. Yeah, Lovenest is great, just creating this. Oh,
that was not pretty.
That was
conscripts
painful.
Again, very lucky to survive. Grens aren't very well spread here. They're very tight knit, and they're going to get shot by the T-34 yet again.
Oh,
I knew that wouldn't be a bad one. Both trading manpower here.
Need to be pretty careful with those clumping units, especially around the yellow cover.
Gren's pushing to the northeast. Lovenest on victory points yet again is sailing with a nice cool breeze, a few beers in the cooler on a sunny day in a lake in southern Germany. He's just having a nice time, it seems.
He's loving this. He's enjoying himself.
He just wants that trophy upgrade.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He saw the trophy was better than GCS1's trophy, and it's what he's here to collect, basically.
Maybe his girlfriend isn't as impressed with his old trophy now. I've seen that one. It's boring. Once he wins this one, he'll disappear for a while.
Ladiness demanded more silverware, basically. Oh, and the trap has been sprung. I spoke about this earlier. T34 needs to get round. He annihilates the MG. Can he take excrement and turn it into chocolate? He really needs to try. We've got a Faust coming in from seemingly nowhere. There he goes, he's damaged, and here comes the Panzer IV, the cavalry, ready to take out that dastardly Soviet armour. But we have a lot on the retreat path of the Panzer. Is there a Zis gun? That misses. Meanwhile, here they go. He's stationary. He collects the kill. Can he survive and live to tell the tale?
It's a little unlucky that he didn't get a bouncer there on the T-34-85. I mean, it's got pretty good armour on that frontal area, but probably going to go down either way.
He's buttoned. He's blinded, and he's had his engine damaged. Where is the German infantry to back this up? They don't care. They hear him screaming on the radio. They're just going to let it happen.
They're too busy having beers by the lake.
Was that smoke from the mortar? I think it was. He's just used mortar smoke to save the Panzer IV. He didn't need the infantry. Wow, that is impressive. Alpern is like, what the hell am I up against here? He just came in, killed my tank, and his gets away.
200 IQs plays here from Loveness. Doesn't need that micro when he's got
what,
that much to brain.
Not chat, attendees, we've had some claps for some crap plays this weekend, but that was epic. That was mortar save the tank. That was really cool.
Hey.
Now we're talking. That's better. That's stuff like, it's not a rifle, mate.
Do you think we could get them to clap at anything?
We can at this point. They were excited to go for drinks, aren't they?
Yeah.
Looks like we're actually going to finish on time this GCS.
Panzer IV is ready for battle.
That's not good for Alpern. Those probably shouldn't say that.
No.
It's
good for us. If Alpern just won quicker.
No, we can't lose, because either we have an amazing Alpern comeback story, or we get to go for drinks early. We're in a win-win situation, Findeed.
Yep. But these competitors aren't.
They certainly aren't. They're locked into a death struggle right now. We get to enjoy it. And that is the Schadenfreude, the masochistic, sadist relationship of Company of Heroes fans and their players.
Certainly is. I mean, the great thing about a tournament is you only really need to pay one person.
Yes, I've basically done that this tournament. 1,000 for the winner, 400 for runner-up.
Yeah.
We're making
Ideal
bargains.
Me and all these other people doing this for free. Well. I'm joking.
I'm going to donate.
We're doing this for the love of it.
I'm going to pledge all of my YouTube ad revenue to charity. Pledge.
There's another reference for you guys who are in the know. Elon Musk might cover it for you.
Oh, good. Okay, right, here we go. Combat Engineers versus Pioneer in the west. Alright, and the T-34 gets some good shots in. Meanwhile, conscripts are eaten up by the Panzer IV then. They need to be careful.
Yeah, clump around that small well. Oh, the 80 guns are in position now. This is dangerous. Alpern's not quite reacting fast enough. Oh. Loveness has been so on point with these target weakpoints. These stun rounds.
He's been on point with them all tournament long. It's been a masterclass in using all of the abilities in the game. Cartman did the voice acting for the British, of course. As everything's retreating back here.
Yeah.
Why?
I think Alpern's just having a bit of a break. You retreat everything to base, have a reassess, come back out.
But
fighting.
Look at that. He's just gone back to base on the west side, surrendered the fuel to a Pioneer and a Panzer. He did have backup coming as well. Yeah. Interesting.
Well, to be fair, I mean, Loveness not taken any of those positions, so not being capitalised upon. But yeah, Loveness has been really good at just keeping that middle VP and the left VP and then harassing the right one, and it's just sort of forced Alpern to fight on the right when really he wants to be going for the whole map.
Been an absolute masterclass so far, it really has. It's been 101 in high-level tournament gaming. And Alpern, who of course was did create a somewhat upset win, number 3 seed beating number 2 seed in the semi-final, but this looks like business back to usual. Let's just be honest. Yeah. Looks like who people would have bet to win the tournament is on course to do that at the moment. He might go 2-0 up if this continues. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, the vast experience of Loveness is coming through here, I think, and that incredible psychological resilience of Loveness coming into play. He's warmed up now, let's face it.
He's warmed up, and right now his units aren't having to do anything because he's just literally cooking on a full tank of gas. He's looking in tap map as we speak. He's just looking and waiting. He's reactive.
Yeah, this is a bit of Dutchman gaming right now.
But his tap map has been spammed constantly. I can see him. And he's basically just anticipating the next move. It's fascinating to watch because his units aren't moving. And thank you, by the way. We have had somebody cough the words Ali FH. Well, it's not an Ali FH yet. It's just an Ali FH.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Viagra kicking in.
Right then. So that's what he was up to. It's like, should I do it? Should I not? Should I do it? Okay. Here we go.
This is the only counter to the 120mm mortar. These AT guns, I mean, this is pretty risky having them that close together against a 120mm mortar, but might just pay off.
Keep an eye on this thing. It's firing. It's firing right now. It's firing in this general vicinity on the central victory point possibly. But Alpern has other things in mind. He's going for the packs. He's also got Mark target down on the Panzer IV. The T-34 is going in. We've got a Panzer IV on the east side. Will Loveness get punished for being a little bit cocky with the artillery? Barely seen in tournaments. Conscript's got an okay retreat path. They're going to be fine. And in the end, not much has really happened. The LEFH got a total of 0 kills.
Has it even fired yet?
Yeah, it was just firing.
Okay, I missed that.
No, me too. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't firing in base. It was just firing over here, I guess.
Yeah, done nothing. 4v4 gaming, not doing too well in 1v1.
Seemingly not. Seemingly not.
This is the first time in a long time that I've seen anyone use this doctrine and not just go for the spotting scopes.
We've had a conscript has allegedly died. We can't confirm nor deny that. We do have an Su-85 arriving for Alpern. That should be pretty juicy.
Yeah, it certainly will be. I'm not sure I would have done this, but Alpern's way further than me in the tournament, so who am I to say anything? But
well, Su-85's I always safe indeed. Su-85 is best to get sooner rather than later on a long open map. You want to get to Vet 2 and 3. So you need to get it going to work for it to be viable, quite frankly.
That's true, yeah, that's true. You need to get that veterancy up, because veterancy 3, it's a mean machine. It takes on elephants at that point, doesn't it, really?
It can do. It's one of the best tank destroyers in the game in its day. And here it is. It's the oblong of destruction. It's always destruction. I need more adjectives, Findy. What could it be an oblong of?
It's the oblong of sight. It's the oblong of...
What?
Slowness.
Slowness and sight? We're trying to hype the situation.
Okay, right, hype. It's the oblong of irritation.
Irritation. It's the oblong of incessant annoyance. Destruction is announced. Thank you, Felix. You bastard. Right, conscripts pushing on the west side. We've got guards in... Well, they've got a lot of kills. That's not too shabby. That's where Alpern's kills have come from, everybody.
The one unit.
It's seemingly so.
I wonder if maybe Alpern should go for a sniper. Give Loveness a taste of his own medicine.
Sir Glisson chat, oblong of obliteration. He wins the competition. Thank you, sir. Conscripts push in. Gren suffering. Packs answer back. And they don't like what they had to talk about there. Anyway, Panzer IV gets a decent shot in, but the T-34 is tonky. Meanwhile, guards doing work. Grens get behind what remains of the cover. It's now light rather than heavy.
Yeah, this little battlefield is giving some light cover now, which is going to be really, really useful for making these pushes against LMG Grens.
Oh, big shout out to the Granatwerfer. Veterancy 3, 8 kills. Meanwhile, the lowly 120mm only has Veterancy 1 and has 4 kills.
Yeah, Loveness has been really good at just avoiding these shots as he hears them coming in. He kind of has such a good game sense, he can tell where the mortar is likely to be firing.
Just had damage on the Panzer IV from the mortar there, which is historically accurate because mortars and artillery are historically tank counters, just not on company heroes.
Yeah, I mean, the light armour on the top of the tank should be pretty effective to mortar.
Right, here we go. We've got another marked vehicle in. Is he just thwarting? It's the one over here. He's going in for it, possibly. No, he's thinking better of it, keeping it at bay.
Makes the right decision.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, with these two anti-tank guns pointing in the right direction, he would have been a suicide to go in there.
There's a second one now, and we're really having Amelie Fields gaming, but the difference is in this situation is Loveness has gotten Elpern down to 128 victory points.
Certainly has, and it can force this situation now by constantly fighting over the VPs, and Elpern's not going to be able to just back off and save his manpower.
LEFH firing. Where's its target of choice? Maybe
Goes
better
for
shot.
tanks. Yeah, not the best target.
No, it's finally got a kill though. LEFH with 1 kill. It was a Zisgun crew member. His name was Jeffrey.
Very common name in the Soviet Union at the time.
Of course it was.
Oh, Jeffrey.
Yeah, you say it like that. Definitely. Definitely. Right, Pax watch on as the Grens push in, wanting that central ground back. And the conscripts roar into action with possible Ura.
Starting to let the nasty rifle grenade nearly takes the whole squad, but just leaves them on a fraction of health.
Oh, what a shot there! Conscripts demolished.
7-man upgrade, saving the squad.
Well, that improved quickly. We've got 5 kills on the LEFH now. It's amazing how long it carries on for with those barrages sometimes.
Great area denial weapon, has to be said.
Basically like marking it off with police tape and saying you're not allowed here anymore.
Certainly is the case. I still think that maybe he would have been better off with the Panzerwerfer, as we saw in that game he against Chipper Chapper Jobber. It basically won it for him. I wonder if maybe he should have done the same here, but he's gone for the long-range artillery.
Talamine in the most Talamined place ever. He can't drive over that, surely.
Well, let's hope not.
No. So we do want this to be a nice series. We don't just want 3. I tell you what, Grens could run over the Talon and get hit by the T-34 there. Oh, that was close.
Very, very, very close. We saw Hans in the previous game set his own teller off trying to kill a squad with a rifle nade.
Yes, we did. I remember that. Oh, big shot on the Panzer IV. SU-85 has him in his sights.
Backs away, fearing the AT guns. We've got a... well, I've got to be quiet here. We've got a particular unit on the build for Elpern, which should probably served him well in previous games. Might be able to see the game turn around too.
Yeah, we're not going to even hype this one up. We're pretty certain the players can't hear us, but we've had differing levels of earphone closure of eardrums. Indeed. The big juicy ones were able to occlude volume, and the other ones didn't. SU-85 goes too close to the sun there and gets burnt for its troubles.
We have also had reports from Loveness that he gets so involved in the game that he couldn't hear us even if he didn't have the headphones on.
Hey, Sunty Lady Nest in chat, welcome, and she's watching her man win yet another major Company of Heroes trophy with Loveness and family. Nice to hear from you again. Great lady, she was the confetti thrower of GCS1 and many other duties, interviewer as well.
Long-time supporter of Elpern, of course.
Right, here we go. We've got this certain unit lining up for Elpern. Oh, SU-85 just suffered a shot, but we know where certain other units are right now. We can talk about it now. It's the Stalin Organ, the original tractor with rockets on the back of it.
Still used today, of course. No.
Sadly, yeah. It's not as nice to say anymore, is it?
No.
References like that. Indeed, internally cringed immediately there.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have said that one, but we're here on a
It
family
was
friendly.
okay to say a year ago. We can make that illusion, and now no longer it is. Anyway, T-34 coming in. Gren's watching on. Guards up to 17 kills, and the Grenadiers want to do something about it. 2 Panzer IVs ready to snore or ready to go to war. Which will it be? We want to see action. We want to see Elpern make something happen. We want to see a series. Can he make it?
Yeah. I would like to see maybe him going in. Loveness is building up a lot of fuel and resources here and might be able to give this one a go.
There we go. She wants that trophy. She wants him to bring it home. Those look good on the shelf. Who can deny it?
Show off her boyfriend's trophy.
Trophy boyfriend.
Trophy
indeed.
boyfriend, yeah.
Indeed. Indeed. Right then, okay. We're all feeling very inferior now. Okay, so we've got the
Trifecta.
The trifecta of Soviet Tier 4. One of every animal. And they're all pushing closer to battle yet again.
They are indeed, with great camouflage for this map. Autumn camouflage for an autumn map.
Very good, very good. Rifle nade. Dodged.
Ooh, that unit.
Dies in fire. Oh no, that's not a pretty sight. That's awful.
Immediately re in the build for Loveness because he needs these repairs to keep his Panzer forwards on the front line against superior Russian armour.
Herr Loveness, your Pioneer has been on fire. Build another one.
Bring forth the manpower reserves.
Right then. This Katusha barrage is right down the camera, but it's at nothing else. MG got hurt a little bit, and there's no salvos yet to come. Pack's got a little bit close for comfort, so the Katusha gets out of there.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe...
I tell you, the LAFH is firing on the Katusha right now. This could be very interesting. This could be very interesting.
Alpin hasn't noticed.
Fired another shot. Here it comes. Oh, okay, he's going to be fine.
Going to be fine this time, but needs to repair that unit before it gets back on the front line. I think Loveness is still being really risky keeping these packs together.
He is, but that's where you get better, better power
killing
for your
power,
punch. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Better bang for your buck. That's the one.
That's the
Mark
one.
target in on this Panzer IV. Where's the follow-up? There's a Zisk gun.
Yeah.
Come on, Alpern. As planes crash in the horizon. Can a Zisk get a big shot, a big kill, or are the Pioneers going to force him away? It's just the Pioneer squad, Alpern. Come on, son.
Yeah, if you can't get that killing blow, you may as well take your AT gun back into safety position. But he's not going to win the game like this with only 66 VPs.
Really feels like double packs are the battle cruisers of the Sea of Amelie Fields. It's like an ocean right now. It's all about trying to position your battle cruisers to get a broadside salvo off. We've basically become... What's the war game on the water called where they get Bismarck?
World of Ships or something.
World of Ships. Yeah. It's what it is, because packs are basically like a ship.
Oh, look at
this! We've got a frigate come around the starboard side, trying to board, and here we go. Got the flagship, the Panzer IV, trying to fight back, but the T-34's got something to say about that. Here comes the Vet 2 operative, but the original's gone down in the action there. Meanwhile, Gren goes forward to keep the Zis out of fire. Another comes into position, but he's been hit by a MG42 that was stolen earlier on. It's all going on right now, and the Katusha's ready with another salvo. He may have 50% health, but he's ready to go yet again. Can he make something happen? Indeed.
It looks like he's trying everything in his basket of things to do, but the stormy seas are playing against him right now.
Oh, they really are, and he could get another ship sunk. No, the T-34 with a great shot. He does get ousted, though. He's on so little health. The packs are getting obliterated by Katusha fire. The T-34 still alive, god damn it, and the Panzer IV can't save the situation. Alpern's getting back into this game despite the odds. Now needs to keep his SU alive, but what a shot there! This is we're aligned. You hear a smattering of applause as we now officially have a series on our hands.
Incredible passes of play there. Both AT guns go down. One Panzer IV, and Alpern's gotten away with both of his tanks, both of his primary tanks. So much infantry has gone down. Both MGs as well. He's left with his core grenadiers now, and just the one Panzer IV.
Let's go through the smoke of the fuselage, reveal the crew members internally working away on their tank. If you listen, you can just hear them making little clanking noises. Tank's going to be ready very soon. Meanwhile, we're just surveying the fact that the packs are getting destroyed. Incredible. This is Alpern taking an authoritative stance on this game. If the guards survive.
Not good.
Friends, get the pack somehow. That's such a low health pack. It's made
following up with the AT barrage.
If this was Co 1, that'd be dead, but in Co 2 it can stay alive even when the weapon's technically dead. It's like the men keep it alive.
Yeah, they sacrifice themselves with their bodies. Defend the units.
That mechanic, by the way, but it's just interesting. Anyway, is the LFH still doing things?
It's still doing stuff. 10 kills. Yeah.
It's just Loveness knows it's ready again.
I think maybe you should just barrage the base from this point onwards. Just constantly make it a hostile environment. MG's low. Very low.
And going back into German hands. Is it? Yes, it is. Pioneers are there.
Looks like he
ready
might be
to
basing.
stop it. Oh, does he want to take it? Has he got covering fire? No, he hasn't. Panzer IVs are ready, but not that ready. Zis guns are getting into position, and the T-34 as well. Two shirts ready to fire again.
Yeah, T-34 was on repair mode back then, so he couldn't get involved in the fight despite being right next to his enemy position. Couldn't save the MG. See if we can get it back on this retreat path.
I think he will. He will. Ooh. He's getting the MG back. Lovenest trying to fight back in. He does not want Alpern to get a comeback victory. Of course not. This guy's a fierce competitor. Vet 2 Su-85 can now ball and shoot a three-pointer in the third quarter. Pioneers getting into the central capping circle for the New York Knicks. What's happening?
Yeah, I don't know.
Over, please.
Well, no, the basketballers are going for the main net.
we did an American football analogy once, Findine, and it was very hilarious then as well.
I'm so bad at sport in the UK that when I try and go for sport in America, I failed spectacularly. But yeah, Lovenest's massive resources reserves has allowed him to get back into this game. Picked up his old AT gun. Yeah. He's got another P4 on the way, or out already. Still got 372 fuel in the bank. Right, T-34s against the Grens. They're going to get fausted for their troubles, but not for the Grens suffer some casualties. Do we have covering fire? Yes, we do. Panzer IV is going to go in here. That's a damaged engine T-34, but the Su-85 is in action against the Pack and the Panzer IV over here. That could be a dead Panzer. We have to check out the other Panzer IV, though, getting the kill on the T-34 up here. Let's go back to the action down here. Panzer IV down. What happens in the north? Not much. Looks like Alpern is getting another victory. Pack 40's rolling back. And yes, indeed, the Su-85 is now hunting the Panzer IV up here. Alpern's gone in for the jugular, in for the kill like a hunter. And now the Panzer IV, Veteran C3. Nice.
Oh my god, this Pack 40's still alive.
That's the advantage of getting it that far close to your base. You can reinforce it straight away. But mark target come down on this Panzer IV. Will he be able to make it work?
Yes, he will. Look at the penetration. Look at the damage. Mark target. He goes between the bunkers. Panzer IV fearing for its life. One more shot. This T-34's a Terminator. Sarah Connor needs to watch out.
Whoa.
Oh, but he gets a fadeaway shot. Killed at the last moment in 80s horror film history. Can the Su-85 survive now? The Pack's tracking. It's going to be fine. Alpern was clawing his way there.
That was so close. That was so clutch.
It really was.
Now he's using the AT gun to prevent the cap in the middle because he's down to only 51 VP. So
oh no!
Even if he's making this game work, he's so far down on VPs that he may lose it anyway. Using the Katyusha barrage to deny the cap, but let's see if it's enough.
Oh, and the Panzer IV and the Pack 40. Lovenest does not like comeback victories.
No.
Lovenest does not like underdog stories. Lovenest likes victory, and that's what he's here to make happen. Pack 40, Panzer IV think better of it, but they got some good telling shots in there. Lovenest is not going to go down without a fight, even in Game 2, even when he's 1-0 up in a best of 5.
Yeah, it's getting intense now. I think we might see a little bit of a relaxed time now while everyone repairs up and reassesses and does what they can, but Lovenest still with a commanding fuel lead, which means that he can just replace those losses when he needs to.
Talking of losses, there's been a hell of a lot of losses so far, mainly for Alpern in this very, as Findeed said it earlier, killy game.
I'm good with words, me.
Me, words so good now.
Me, Wordsworth.
Right, in the east we've got the T-34-85s getting repaired, doesn't dare crew repair. We haven't seen any big abilities. This one doesn't really have them.
No, that's what I was saying. You just got the spotting scopes, and Lovenest choosing to make that. What's it called? Actually, it's gone down. I didn't notice that the artillery piece has disappeared.
But in all that fighting, by the way, Alpern did destroy the LAFH whilst that was going on. So when we pan the camera down here, which I do not regret, LAFH went down. So another key victory there. But Lovenest has already reclaimed the map in a big way, and he's actually pushing the agenda right now. And again, it's due to infantry. Alpern's lost his, and some more there. Combat engineer just went down just off screen. I think that must have been somewhere else. Maybe it was there, probably.
Yeah, it's so important to keep your infantry alive in these games, as we saw in Lovenest games against Jibba Jabba Jobba. The infantry won in the game.
Zisk just got decrewed. Pack misses. I think may have accidentally killed a Ziskin crew member there. Gren's doing work as well. Su-85's in trouble. Katyusha's trying to answer back. And the Panzer IV goes forward. T-34 has something to say about that.
Certainly does. Didn't manage to get the AT grenade off. Had to retreat in time. Now down to just 2 conscripts.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is a tough position to be in. He's got the armor forces, but just have the infantry.
Ooh! We just had a kill on the Panzer IV, my bad. Here comes the T-34s, they're looking for the other. Alpern's fighting back despite the odds yet again. He's going in, he wants it, and he's going to get it. No, he bounced a shot there. He missed a shot there. There he goes, he finally gets it.
And no pack guns now, no pack guns at all. But only 14 VPs he's counting down. He's got to be so on point right now.
And that Gren, as I heard chat say, I now know what they mean. 13 victory points remaining. He's got the tank battles won, but he needs to win the war.
Oh.
That'll certainly help if he can defeat the MG42.
And he's
10 victory points left, but look at the secure mode capping in the west, and he gets it. He neutralizes in the nick of time before the Pioneers could get there. That is clutch. 7 VPs remaining, but he needs to kill stuff now. He needs to kill a lot of stuff, and we're at 56 PopCap versus 22 on 4 victory points remaining. Grens are about to be crushed under tread or obliterated with the 76mm cannon. They're still over the line, and they've fousted. They're still over the line, but don't worry because the secure mode cap is still going over there. Grens now die. There's the XP ticker, and the tick has continued to be stopped. The bunker cannot stop a tank, but nothing else can happen over here. Dum, dum, da, 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 da. That's lift music, because this is farcical.
This is incredible. We've still got Loveness with a good chance in this game. He's still got so many VPs, and he's still got so many resources.
He's a MOBA player with a Panzer IV as his hero unit right now, because that's his army. That is his army. The T-34 was caught out with its trousers down trying to cap there.
It's trying to repair, so he can't.
Oh, repair, my bad indeed.
He can't activate it, yeah.
Oh no, he can't deactivate it when you've got self-repair. He bounces a shot. Is there any? Yes, the SU-85 is there! Don't pick on my tank whilst he's trying to self-repair.
He may be wounded, but he's still got a lot of bite in him.
Oh, he's got a damaged engine. And there's another Panzer IV coming onto the field soon. Needs to be careful. Meanwhile, this Vet 3 T-34's finished capping. Got to, by the way, be careful of this Vet 3 rifleman. Guards have got a lot of work to do down there.
Fresh guards, straight from the front, from another front.
Oh, Panzer IV pushing away the SU. SU fires back. Back in the centre. We've got to work a battle, which suddenly becomes all important when you've got 4 victory points remaining.
Alpern forcing the issue with the Panzer IV in the right-hand corner.
Oh, he is indeed. Well said, Finn. This could be big. And he's down and out. Allied War Machine activated from Co 1. They've got another Panzer IV immediately.
This is so close.
It is. It's excruciatingly close.
2 VPs in control of Alpern right now, so he won't face a... Oh, but we've got a new Panzer IV coming and challenging the T-34-85.
He is indeed. They're both on prioritised vehicle, but on the move accuracy is not a very happy thing. It's a very cruel mistress indeed. Good shot by the T-34-85 there. Panzer IV tracks him and gets a good one in turn. Is there any covering fire? Yes, there is. There's a Zisk gun waiting. There's a Vet 3 SU-85 waiting. T-34's taking him on a merry journey. What a victory for Alpern there. I'm looking over at the player screens. I'm expecting there to be a GG soon, but they play on regardless. Love Nest isn't going anywhere. We've had a Vet 3 Grenadier cap. And there it is. He has tapped out. He's thrown in the towel. Woo! GG, well done indeed. They're taking their... is that game 2? We just had a massive break before, but that was a long one. Do you want 10 minutes, shall we say? Cool. We'd probably leave that up to Alpern to decide, to be honest, because he won the last one. Usually, I'd say,
fair enough.
I'll let him decide, and I'll inform Stefan, because they had a massive break after game 1, an hour in fact. So regulation is 5, I believe. So I'll ask him. So I'll go do that now. So I'm just going to put sound back on, everybody on the best behaviour. We'll keep sound back on as just a bit of atmosphere in the background. The players are taking around an 8-minute break, so we should be back pretty soon. I'll get my RAM back. And yeah, load of the GCS crowd here. Hey, everybody say hello to Gunther. Couldn't be had a big family birthday, unfortunately, but we also got Stern Panther there. White Flash are all legends. Got a lot of good feels. Let's put their chat on big screen and we'll all interact with it. There you go. Don't be too shy.
Don't be too shy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think too shy definitely was.
Yeah, too shy would.
Yeah.
When you got the 280 against it was really.
He almost got both undertakers down, but once his gun missed the kill shot on the fat gun when it was decrewed. And yeah, the AFH shot. Get back to work, guys. Get back to work. Hey Snippy, what's going on?
Sweepy. Airborne.
What do we think about the LAFH?
Yeah.
Meme.
No, didn't Loveness do an LAFH in one of his previous, like GCS 1 or 2, and he came out of it and he said, "Guys, I'm not doing that again." Now here we are, 6 years later. Maybe he forgot.
Yeah.
I think he's done that before. I know he's done that before. Somewhere.
Can we get a group floss dance? No, absolutely fucking not.
The AFH was probably a mistake. Yeah, I don't know why I should have taken up the tier 4.
I thought a Panther was going to.
Yeah, I thought Panther would have been good.
When he lost the first
1-1.
but he still had one.
They can hear us. They can hear.
They can hear. That would have been tough.
I can't
There was a
remember
moment
when
where he had
game,
everything he
like,
needed.
at one point I think like
And then he went
when
AFH.
Liveness does the 2
You know, he had plenty of time to go tier 4. I think he just
and
went like
issue
300.
like lost infantry as well on both
And when
E4s.
it prepares so that when you lose,
Well, he was pretty lucky to save the victory one in
I
space
made the
as well.
mistake I did and didn't get anything else at T4. I went Tiger.
Steps. 1v1 on steps.
Oh my god.
1000 BPs.
We'll see us tomorrow.
Yeah. What time is it? 6 p.m.
We'll finish that up next week. See you guys later.
See ya.
6 o'clock.
5 easy crossroads.
Yeah, 35 VP's Crossroads had some major flaws.
That would have been some nice idea for the ace game actually.
But I liked a lot of 5 VPs.
Yes, the score is 1-1.
Yeah, has this been dated?
How about 10 VPs? Yeah, just make every fucking capture point on the map a VP point. See, Flyaton gets the idea.
I think Loveness got a little bit overconfident in the end. Yeah. One more second there, a little bit. It would have
The
worked
same thing with
out.
Elpin. He went into the base with that T-3485 when he could have just killed the Pat gun after he decrewed it and then gotten away, and then that would have been a win.
Yeah.
But he threw away the tank and the Pat gun lived as well as the man before.
Yeah. But he got the howitzer at the same time, off screen. Yeah. What was the sist gun that killed?
I think it was the SU-85.
It's Faymanville, White Flash.
The LFH.
Next map is Faymanville?
In that one grid,
Which map is
decrewed both
Faymanville?
guns and then
Thank
killed the
God.
Katusha.
Why? You like that?
A different map, not always Mill Road or Emily Fields. Not Cape and Will. Yes. I just saw the cow on the water. A match out it yesterday. I didn't knew it was actually a thing. Nice Easter egg there.
The catty shot that took out both AT guns was probably the comeback moment. Yeah, that was pretty big because I think he killed the actual tank gun. Slowly but surely using himself, right?
I think, right?
Yeah.
I want to get my beard hairs trapped in the thing, you know, that's the trick.
Anyone from the United States or North America? Make yourself known.
What's up, Miko, my dear friend? I need to greet you.
Don't read it, chat.
Nice. There's tons of Americans there.
Be ready for war.
Is that Paula?
Hey, Clinker.
What's up, Marcel? So many known names.
Ja, Doggy, das ist Ulvadi, ja?
Nein!
Nein!
I'll be dancing when I'm winning beer pong later. If we have time.
The thing is, are we gonna stream the party where all get like end up drunk? Keep the stream and you like turn up for people laying on the floor. Like, keep watching, guys.
Someone stole Captain America's pants.
Tom, you need to put on the jacket, otherwise you don't complete.
Excuse me, sorry?
Tom needs to put on his jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, he's just 50%.
Because of the spotting scope on Kella, Tenzoros. I think. Was it the spotting scope?
It's for the spotting scopes.
Did
He did take John mechanized.
What did he have then? Yeah, he has spotting scopes.
Tightrope probably traveled the farthest from New Zealand.
On he had the Reapers as well.
Yeah.
And I think the LFH was.
You put him on the 2-2 and on the P4.
The guy with the helmet, dude. Introduce yourself. Would that be nice to see some Korean, to be fair? To be honest. I would have liked to see some Korean players. Like,
Yeah, but it's
Asha,
probably too far away from them.
Yeah, like.
Asha also
I wouldn't recommend every HD 1902. Would be too much cringe.
Expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Sitcom with
could have
30 guys playing
thrown.
Code 2.
At least I would have.
I want to get the audio for Tightrope and Ed sorted before they cast.
Yeah,
if that's
sure.
all
Yeah,
right.
Jane is-
Tightrope, we could do audio testing now because of the differing volumes and stuff. Is that alright, mate? Sorry. I just want an audio test for these guys. So if you could, you take your seat and then Ed, you just use the mic as is. Just do audio testing now, just to make sure we get them level. Cheers. So just cast normally, I guess.
Oh, your daughters with the old triple sub gift. G. Dot dropped a good text to me, Matt. He said, any paleo and I'll be see-through.